Hello, and great to see you today. I want to talk today about branding and why it's important to brand yourself, especially living through what we're living through. We know that most everybody is online, and it's just important to be able to brand yourself and let people know who you are and what you do and those types of things. The one thing we don't want to do is brand our companies because our companies may or may not be there. I'm sorry if I sound a little funny, got a little nasal stuffiness, so forgive me. I also have a lozenge in my mouth and I have water. I always have my water right there. So anyway, in dealing with talking about branding ourselves, there are certain, I have four, let's stick to my notes, four important points to consider. But really, I want you to think about you and branding you and the qualities that you have and what it is that you want people to know. So before I get any deeper into this, let me stop and introduce myself, especially to those I haven't had the pleasure of meeting. My name is Cherie Woodard. I gotta move this lozenge because it's starting to make me, I'll stick it on the other side of my mouth. Let's see how that works. Okay, my name is Cherie Woodard, and I help business builders and entrepreneurs to be able to come online, use the power of social media to get prospects, leads, and sales in their business. I do that in a variety of ways. I use attraction marketing, video marketing, lead generation, branding, as well as giving updated, modern, trending, I just lost what I was going to say. Trending tips and strategies just went right out my head and came right back in. But anyway, so that is what I do. And the other thing is I offer out a free video training series that is what I looked at when I first started in this particular company, which is an education mentorship company, which is where I learn so much from. Thank you, Gideon. I appreciate that. And nice to see you. So I like to be able to help others to be able to learn the things that I'm learning. So as I learn, then I turn around and try to teach others what it is that I'm learning because I didn't like the way I was building before. So basically, this is the first thing that I got when I got into the company, and it was a free training series. And I got to see what it would be like to actually have people reaching out to me as opposed to me bugging my family and friends, chasing strangers, mall sharking or whatever they call it. That was something new on me. I hadn't heard that one before. But now I don't have to do that. I work from my home. I get to use my computer and be able to just let people know what it is that I have learned and help them up. I believe in lifting and building each other up. And for me, that's a really important point. So that I will have on the video when it's downloaded in the comment section, and you can take advantage of it. And like I said, it's a free training series. So, all right, so I'll stop that. So I'm going to look at my notes now, try to keep me on track because those of you that know me know that sometimes I end up going off on tangents and then I got to bring myself back. So I'm trying to follow notes to help me to stay on track and to be able to valuably use your time so that you can actually get something that's going to help you. And that's my purpose. So number one, I have under branding, as far as branding yourself, it's very important to know who you are, what you represent, and who do you want, what do you want to be known for, those types of things you want to take a look at and just kind of make some decisions. Because for me, when I first came on and I saw the video, I already knew exactly who I wanted to help. Of course, I was a registered nurse for years, since like 1982. And so that was my profession. I had no marketing ability, I had no business experience. And I started learning all of that when I came into this company that I came into, which was really a big help for me. And I've learned so much, and I can then turn around and be a few steps ahead of someone else and then help them to pull them up, to build them up, to give them some of the knowledge that I'm gaining as I continue to move on and grow, learn and grow, which is really important. So, as you think about who you are as a person, what it is that's important for you, think about that for a minute. And, drop in the chat for me any comments, questions, opinions that you have, whether you're here with me live or you're catching us on the replay. I can always, answer later whenever I see comments come through. That's when I answer them. So, and usually I answer them after so that I don't take up as much time. But when people put comments up, then sometimes I can flash them, like Gideon's comment telling me it's okay with this lozenger thing I got going on. So I can put him on the screen. And it's just, that's one of the things I really like about this platform. But I use this primarily for my lives, and I really do like it because I can, communicate with and, flash across the screen when someone says something that's really nice or something that's pertaining to what we're talking about. So, do you understand or what I'm talking about? Do you get the importance of what you stand for? It's about you and what you want to project out to attract people to you as a person, to you as a business owner. It's really, really important. And then I'm trying to keep myself on track because I'll keep explaining and explaining. So, number 2, who is it that you want to help? Who is it that you want to serve? For me, again, that was easy because of what I had been through when I got out of nursing and had to have an income. And I started, building another way. And it was just, I didn't like it. It was not good for me. It kind of even cost me some sleep and stress and that kind of thing. And so I just decided I had to find something else. And especially, I have 2 boys, and leaving them alone was starting to really get to me. And I just said, okay, I got to find something else. I have to find something. There has to be something out there. And that's what I did. Yes, Gideon. It is about what you want to project. It's what you want to put out there. Gideon is saying, yes, it's about you. And it is to a certain degree when you're branding yourself. But also remember, in branding yourself, it's about you. But in order to get people to want to see what it is you're doing or be attracted to you, it's important to say what's in it for them. What's the benefit for them? What's going to truly help them? And by my helping you to see the importance of branding yourself, not your company or anybody else, but branding you, then that helps you to be able to help somebody else. It helps you to be attractive to someone that is looking, because they're tired of struggling in the way that they're building, and they find you, and there's likability, there is relatability, and those types of things make people kind of look at you twice And then if you're talking about something that they know that they really need, it's like you're talking directly to them, then they can just like be, I think I'm gonna listen to this person for a minute, because they seem to be talking to me. And that's what happened to me initially before I found this company that I'm in right now, learning and growing. And I think about comparing that to college. I mean, I've got a master's degree, I've got my bachelor's degree in nursing, and I couldn't do a thing with it. So, paying student loans and all that type of stuff, but I wasn't able to do anything really with those degrees, and there was no increase in pay that came with those degrees. And I was like, why did I not understand? Nobody was talking about it. And even, kind of doing a little research, it was just, well, people who get their this and that, then they can go into teaching and yada, yada, whatever, but not everybody can do that. So it didn't work out for me. But where I am now, I've learned so much and continue to learn and grow. And for me, this is a better investment in myself than it was about getting my master's degree and getting my bachelor's degree. Well, the bachelor's came first and the master's, but either way, it didn't really help me. So I was still making the same amount of money. I did get to teach for a little while. I was a professor for a little while, but that didn't last, so I mean, and this is something that's lasting. This is something that I'm growing in, learning in, and that I love. So I already knew who I wanted to help. I wanted to help people like me, people that were out there struggling, people that really wanted to be about something and grow, and they want to become a part of that 1% that we have out there, people who are top earners or leaders in our field of let's see, and I can't say exactly the word, so I'm going to stick with business builder because of the connotation that's associated with it. It's one of those things. Yes, thank you, Gideon. Gideon says I'm empowering people. Yes, that's true. That's definitely what I'm trying to do, or what I'm doing, because I believe in building people up. But it's so important that we reach back and help each other. It's so important that we continue to do whatever we can to help people to grow, to be what they can be. And when you don't know that you can be something because of whatever reason you don't think you can, you're surrounded by the wrong people and they're telling you, man, you got a regular job, just stick in that, you don't need to do anything else, yada yada. But you need to be surrounded by people who want to help you, push you up, and tell you, yeah, go get that, you can do that, so on and so on. It's very important. And I didn't really have that when I went into this business. My family thought I had cracked. They thought I was like out to lunch. And, and I went to my family first, of course, using the rules or the rules of engagement, whatever you want to call it, from what I was doing before, old school or traditional, whichever you prefer. And my family, like, really thought I was snapped. I snapped. I'd lost it. And they were like, "Oh, be glad when she, figures it out and comes back. Whatever." Friends were like, "I don't think so. No, I don't think so." It was just hard. And then to have to go and chase strangers was just even worse. And like I said before, leaving my kids. But let me get off of that because I did lose track. But talking about those that we want to help. For me, it was easy. I want to help people like me. People out there that have worked all their lives, had some type of issue that caused them, like I'm disabled, my knees don't work like they should. So I have to push myself up to a certain point and then my knees will catch. And the same thing when I'm going to sit down. I have to sit to a certain degree, hanging on or pushing, holding myself up until my knees catch again or let loose, and then I can sit down. So I wanted to help people out there that were, maybe it's not as easy to get around. Maybe they're, stay-at-home moms and they've got kids, and you can do this business, you can do a live with kids, you can do, information that's going to help people with kids, with whatever it is that you're doing at home. It's okay to be able to do that and still be out there helping people and growing in that area, helping them to learn. And you only have to be a step or two ahead. You don't have to know everything because it takes a while to learn and grow. Just like it took me years to go to nursing school, and then in nursing school to do clinicals, and then after I got out to follow another nurse who had already been there for a while until I got what it was that I needed to do, especially when I went to critical care and emergency room. Um, and then I loved that stuff, so that's where I stayed. Anyway, let me get off of that because I like to talk about nursing, so let me stop that. So remember, it's important in your branding to know who it is you want to help. And then I have number 3. What is it that you truly stand for? Like, I stand for honesty, integrity. My word is my bond. Uh, Truly helping and lifting others up, helping to build the mindset of those people that don't think that they're worth it, and they are. People don't realize their worth. They don't realize how important they are. And I like to be able to have that as a part of one of the things that I talk about, because it's important that people know, you may not really see anything, but you're going to have to change that, because what I see is awesome. What I see is somebody that can do anything, but you got to have up here straight. You got to get up here, get all the nays stuff out of there, all the mean stuff out of there, all the bad stuff out of there. And of course, we can never get everything out of there bad, but we can get stuff out of there and put stuff in there that's good. I'm a good person. I work really hard. I'm loved by, for me, and this is not for everybody, I'm loved by God. It's, if you go that way, then that's fine. But that's one of the things that's important to me. I am loved by God. I am, I know that everything that happens in life has a reason, things that empower me. I'm pretty, I'm smart, I'm strong, I'm the, all types of affirmations I use. Um, and I think that people just need to be told that, people need compliments. People need to know, you look really pretty today. Bring a smile to someone's face, help someone out. So, when I talk about what I stand for lifting and building people up. And the people that I truly want to help are, like I said, the people that are like me, who had been out there building one way and found out that way didn't work and had to find another way. And I just want to help them to be able to find that, whether they join me or not, whether they join me or not. And they don't have to join me, because basically it may not be what they want to do. That's okay. As long as, they may learn to know, like, and trust me enough to where they want to, ask me, I really do like you a lot and I like what you have to say, but I'm really interested in such and such. Can you point me in a direction of someone who won't be, and I'm like, sure, it's not a problem, because I only want people that want to be doing the things that I'm doing, not that I wish anyone else, anything bad. So let's see. All right. So number 4, what don't you stand for? I don't stand for injustice. I don't stand for people that mistreat other people. I don't stand for people that like to tower over people and make them feel less than, because we are all people, we're all human beings, we all have feelings, and we're all worth it. So those are the four things. Oh, and my time I went over again. I'm working on it. I want to cut down to less than 20 minutes, but I just had so many things I had to say about this branding yourself, and especially on social media. And I hope that this information was helpful. I hope that it was something that gives you something to consider, something to think about, and to think about branding you, not your company, not something else, branding you, and all those things that I listed before. So that's basically all I have for today. Remember, I will be putting on the video when it's downloaded the free video training series information, and you can check it out. And so let me just do some housekeeping things real quick. Remember to keep your notifications on so you know when I'm going live. Remember, we're still walking through this stuff we've been walking through for well over a year. So do what you can to keep you, your family, your friends, and others safe. Remember, there are people out there that are isolated. So please remember that maybe a phone call, text message, email, or even trying to get them on a Zoom might really be a great thing for them, as well as for us who pray. Please continue to lift us and our world in prayer as we are all in this together. This is worldwide of what we're going through. And we need to help each other. We need to stand for each other, lift each other up, and do the best that we can to help each other make it through this. And we will make it through on the other side, and we will be the stronger for it. So wherever you are in the world, no matter what time it is for you, whether it's morning, afternoon, evening, nighttime, sleepy time, always make it the best that you can make it. Always be the best that you can be. God bless you. God keep you. And that is all. That's it for today. So tomorrow we'll go over another topic. And I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to go live Friday. I think I might be able to, but I have a conference that's starting on Friday, another 3-day conference, which I'm totally excited about. So that is about it. So I'm going to go on and get off here, but I will see you tomorrow. So talk soon. Have a good one. Bye.